scouting Kentucky?
Really, we're going to this first half scout ourselves, see the things that we need to get better on through the first half of the season, and concentrate on those. And then tomorrow and Thursday, we'll worry about Kentucky and get a little head start on the game plan.
Is it kind of nice to just like take a deep breath for a second and regroup a little?
Oh yeah, definitely. It's good to get that little break where you don't have to necessarily prepare and scout so hard as if you're playing Saturday, and it comes in such a valuable time to us after a good little stretch right there. But we're ready to go. I mean, we wouldn't mind playing another game if we could.
What's your schedule kind of look like this week? Are you going to be in Starkville the entire time you're heading home, and what are you going to use with some of the time off?
Yeah, I'm going to head to Georgia for the weekend, so a little Six Flags or so.
Midway through the season, could you envision things being any better? I mean, undefeated, ranked #1 in the country, you're the leading Heisman candidate. Could you have imagined anything being any better than this?
I know we're in a good spot. I mean, we control our destiny from here out. So, I mean, we're right where we wanted to be. And what we had planned going all the way back to the offseason, we have to just continue to stay focused and know we have a whole other half of football.
I'm sure you thought about this moment many times growing up. What's the reality like compared to what you thought it would be like?
There's nothing really different about it. I mean, there's nothing different to us in this facility being not ranked to being #1. So nothing really changes. You have to do the same things you were doing to get to this point and actually even doing better and be more hungry.
As much as the buzz was after that first open day, what's it been like this week?
So say that again?
The buzz now that you're #1, Heisman, all those things, is that much greater now?
I mean, I guess. I mean, I don't know really. I don't pay attention to the buzz or any of that or who's got the heads up on all that. I just kind of stay focused, worry about what we got today, planned in here, and how I'm going to get better and help my teammates do the same.
When you look at the game on Saturday and you talked about trying to get better, you guys obviously didn't play your best game, but you were still able to beat a good team. How much does that help in this week preparation and saying, hey, we've got some stuff to clean up?
I mean, it helps tremendously when you can clean some things up and still clean them up on the winning side. So, I mean, that's always better and funner doing that. So, I mean, yeah, we've got a lot to clean up. Me personally, just some throws, get some throws down and just continue to lead my guys, make sure they pick something individually that they want to get better at, and we can do that and all get better as a team.
Your completion percentage right now is, I think it's 61%. Is that acceptable for you, or where did you have a target coming into the season for anything like that?
No, I mean, I didn't have a target, but I mean, a 60 is like a D, so I mean, no, that's not too good, but I mean, hey, we're still winning, so as long as we're winning, I don't really care where that's at.
So you're calling the record completion percentage for this school a D?
I mean, I don't know. You said that. I think.
When you look at all the weapons you've got, how much does it help to keep everybody focused when they know it could be anybody a different week stepping up, whether it's Gus or Malcolm one week or Gabe or Jamoral? I mean, how much does that keep everybody focused?
A lot, and it's shown a little bit this season. I mean, with some suspensions we had on the offensive line, people having to move over and step up. Jamie going down, Gabe stepping in. We've had a lot of things and a lot of issues where guys had to step in and make plays. I mean, Des Harris goes down and Quad makes a game-sealing fumble, causes a fumble right there, Quad Anton. So, I mean, that kind of just shows that it's even better when you have an example like that. So everybody's just working hard. The younger guys, I mean, all the way to the scout teams, everybody's just trying to get better and we're on the same page.
Related to that, I mean, the fact that it reflects that y'all can lose valuable players from times and still play just as well and beat top 10 teams. It says as much about the development of the program, too.
Oh, yeah, we have a lot of talent. We have guys that are ready to play and embracing that moment when they have to step in and aren't scared to go do it. And that just happens within the preparation of practice, going back to how they trained in the off-season, and it's all coming together.
I'm sure you learned a lot last year with your first start and kind of the first being the guy, but what's the learning curve been like this year for you?
Really just to stay focused. I mean, continue to take each play one play at a time and don't get ahead of myself. Don't go trying to make too much out of one play. Just take what they give me and just keep going and move forward in the bigger plays and things will come.
Has there been a lot more learning in the off the field with dealing with us and ESPN and all those type of things as well, or?
Oh yeah, I mean, it's a whole lot different than last year. I mean, I didn't have any of this last year, so yeah, that's changed. So yeah.
With a couple of days to reflect, I mean, can you appreciate just the electricity around campus and just how freaking loud it was at that game that day?
Oh yeah, I mean, it was a great atmosphere, and I mean, it was awesome pregame. I mean, watching College Game Day in the hotel, I mean, that had me pumped all the way to the dog walk and to the whole game. I mean, finishing the game, it was an amazing scene, and I mean, I loved every bit of it.
How do you like decompress from all this stuff around? I mean, you said you try to ignore the media hype and everything, but how do you do that? I mean, there's Twitter, there's Facebook, there's all that stuff. How do you Do you have a do you play video games? What do you do to just like get away from it?
I mean, yeah, I play video games, but I mean, I don't know. I don't think of it, to be honest. I mean, if I see it, I mean, hey, I see it and read it as if it really was, like it's not my name right there or something, and just go over it and just continue to stay focused. I mean, people are going to talk, like I always say, good or bad, so we're just trying to give them something good to talk about.
When you leave the facility, are you thinking about football? Do you try to like whatever, like, you know, divide between football and then like outside world, so you can kind of, you know, decompress, as David said?
I don't know. I think about football all the time, but more about a certain play or plays that happen in the game rather than what are people talking about. Just individual. Sometimes I can think about a read I should have made 2 weeks ago or something like that, and how if I make it, what would have happened, that type thing. But I mean, I think about football constantly.
You've seen that stuff, I imagine, about, you know, Todd Gurley and the autographs and stuff like that. Do you worry about stuff you sign, or do you limit your signings just because you're worried it might end up on eBay and stuff like that? How do you decide what to sign and what not to sign?
I mean, yeah, I've kind of started just personalizing things, making sure I write to the person they're asking for, and don't sign things in bundles, but just be a lot more aware of what I'm signing.
A bunch of the Florida quarterbacks, when Coach Mullen was there, they said their relationship with him kind of evolved over time, and they got closer later. I know it's different when he's the head coach here, but I'm just curious your relationship with him, whether it's evolved or stayed the same.
No, I mean, it's definitely evolved. I mean, from recruiting, I mean, we had a good relationship, but coming in, I mean, just learning from him, I mean, we just grow close together over years, and I mean, I think that's any relationship, and any two people over a certain amount of time are going to create a bond, but yeah.
What was the first meeting like between you two? I know obviously you grew up kind of a Tebow fan. What was it like seeing him kind of, you know, court you?
Oh yeah, that was cool. I mean, like I said, I was just like talking to another teammate. I mean, it wasn't anything hard to talk about. We just kind of laughed, talked about Coach Mullen, talked about football, and just, I mean, enjoyed ourselves in a little conversation.
Dan, when he started recruiting you, like, what was it like when he
for
started?
Coach Mullen?
Yeah.
My fault.
No, you're good.
So what was it? Say it again.
What was it like when, growing up a Tebow fan, you know, seeing him and knowing how close they worked together, when Dan started to, you know, enter your life and started courting you and, you know, trying to get you to come to his team? What was that like for you?
Oh yeah, that was big. I mean, I wanted to play like Tebow. I mean, as I was younger and looked up to him in his playing style, and so I mean, yeah, when I had the opportunity to play for a coach who coached Tim Tebow and Cam Newton and got them to the position they're in, I mean, yeah.
Was it intimidating at all though? I mean, like having him come to see you or anything like that, or?
No, I don't think so. Maybe I intimidated him.
Thanks, Dak.